Here's a video of a guy doing it. This is just absolutely fucking wild.
That's nice. So I'm cooking up some Nyquil chicken. I've done this in the past, and usually I use about 4/3 of the bottle. And if it's your first time doing this, you can get away with using about a fifth. Season that Nyquil in there just at the right temperature. You're gonna want to let it sit there and sizzle for about 5 to 30 minutes. Make sure you're constantly flipping over the chicken. You don't want to give one side more attention than the other. Oh, sometimes the steam really makes you sleepy. Oh, sorry.
You are! There it is. Hell yeah, boss!
Oh, hey!
Oh, yeah! Good morning! And welcome to episode 1043 of Hard Factor. It is Wednesday, September 21st, 2022. Thank you for cheating on the news with us today. Wes has a lot of very important business news, sex, challenges, and much more in the cup of coffee in the big time.
That's right. We're gonna go back to the well. We've finally figured out what works, and it is sex.
What do you mean on Instagram?
Like on Instagram,
yeah. They love it, and on YouTube
those Instagram kids love their sex,
and on YouTube thumbnails, and on TikTok clip downs. Yeah,
that's
honestly,
right.
It's sex sells. It really does. I've got our favorite, possibly half Cuban prime minister and more in the TikTok international moment on deck. And Mark's got a lightning round of other people who are screwed to close it out.
more sex.
Oh, really?
Well, it's both. I mean, it's all, screwed, like, I got screwed. And then they're like, oh, I screwed him,
Look at
sexually.
that. Yeah. We're going to have to rename the show like call him mommy or something.
Yeah. Well, hard factor, it's got a connotation.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
It's true.
It really does.
Yeah.
I mean, literally, yeah.
Been heading this way forever.
Yeah.
It could be just an erect penis. It could just be a euphemism for an erect penis.
That's exactly right.
It's possible. I ate beans for the first time in over a year, and you guys ever do that to yourselves?
Did you break a toilet?
No.
I eat beans a lot.
Yeah, how much beans do you eat, Wes?
Well, I mean, every chance I get, really.
I had a chickpea salad today. I'll tell you, this chickpea salad rocked my world. Like I can't. My stomach has been. It feels like somebody's like I'm jangling around a bag of rocks inside my my thorax right now.
I'm somewhere in between you guys because I love beans, but my wife can't stand them. Can't stand the texture. So it's like one of those food items that I have to get a different food item than her when I get my beans.
Used to be able to handle them, cannot anymore.
I discovered my new taqueria up where I live, and they bring
Tex-Mex with beans.
No, this is like a legit. It's not Tex-Mex. This is like a legit.
I think
taqueria.
this was a life-changing day for me. Beans are done. I'm done with beans.
Well, they bring you a bowl of beans as like a little appetizer. It's like here's your bowl of beans before your meal even comes.
Like
I mean, why don't you
cheese on top? Yeah,
like a bean dip? You mean?
No.
No,
It's like charo beans with like little pieces of meat. They're absolutely phenomenal.
delicious.
I'll give me
Every
some
time I'm
chips.
like, oh, beans, thank you.
I'll dip.
I'm passing on that.
Just beans, and I'll eat.
Yeah.
Yeah,
me too, Mark.
After today's chickpea salad, I'm passing on it. I can't handle it. I've been in pain ever since.
Well,
it's been 3 hours. I've been wrestling with this salad.
Chickpeas are kind of like,
do you think
are they
garbanzos?
I know. Are they beans?
Do you think people that are lactose intolerant hate cheese? Or
it's like hummus.
No, they just hate what it does to them. You're not saying you hate the taste of beans, right? You're just upset with your upset stomach, correct?
Yeah, I mean, like it tasted fantastic, but I'm not going to eat it for the deal with the pain afterwards. Trivia. Everybody send in the card, top tier, patreon.com/hard factor. That next trivia is next Thursday, September 29th. We're going to start at 8 to 9 p.m. Eastern. We'll put up a poll or something somewhere.
To be determined, whatever kind of main Eastern? Consensus is, maybe 8:30. We want everyone to kind of get home or be done from work, but we know some of you guys got to go back to work on Friday.
Yeah, North America is a big place, right? And so,
that's right.
We'll put out and see who can make it. Yeah, that's it. That's all. You guys ready?
Fuck yeah.
Let's do it.
Hard.
Yeah. Cup of coffee in the big time.
Cup of coffee in the big time. No joke today. The joke is actually Wingstop, who I am now off the wagon once again. Ordered wings last night, and I get a little notification 30 minutes into expecting my wings that they've canceled my delivery order. So I'm on.
That's terrible.
Back on my shit list.
You'd ordered from that same location to your house before, correct?
100%.
So they were just too busy on like a Monday night football night, two NFL games on. So they're like, you're right on the border. Probably they're like, yeah.
Right, it's kind of a long drive
from that restaurant. And I was like, well, that's funny.
Not when they're busy, they don't.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, that's real funny.
not during NFL football apparently.
Oh man,
I can't imagine the Reno location doing that to me. I'll be honest. The everybody that I've talked to at that Wingstop has just been a stand-up employee, including the delivery drivers, and it's just been.
Well, they're liars at mine, so
great.
It's a shame, Will, because they had Wes. They had him
the wings are so good.
Yeah, he did almost a full 180. Monday night was his 180. It was his second order, and within 3
He's
weeks.
like me with the garbanzos. I hear you. I know exactly what you mean.
Yeah.
I'm going through a similar like revelatory moment in my life with my food habits. So
you wouldn't believe it, but we go through revelatory moments with food. Wes, what'd you get instead?
So actually, here's another great tip. If you had the stuffed peppers from Costco that come in the package, you have to cook them. They're peppers stuffed with rice and beef.
Love those.
Phenomenal.
I love those.
No, I haven't
Phenomenal. So I cooked those up instead. And
sprinkle some cheese on top. Those are incredible.
They are amazing.
I don't do much of the pre-made stuff, but I love the Costco.
Those stuffed peppers are good.
I just got about 400 pounds of Costco. I get so much Costco on my bi-weekly run. I do it by weight. I fill up the whole car. Well, I do all the drinks and everything.
How much was your bill? You don't have to give exact. Over 600.
Oh, every other week is $500. Like no matter invariably
the floor at Costco.
Invariably, no, I'd say it's like 450 would be the floor, but like, highest like 600, 650 probably.
You keep it under 700.
Every other week, it's at least about $500. Now that same trip a year ago,
family for 2 weeks
was like 300. So
it's everywhere, doesn't it? Even Costco.
Yeah. Even Costco.
Oh yeah.
All right. Well, there. Enough about food. Let's get into some trending mentions, gentlemen. First up, hard to believe, but in a week, it will have been 5 years since legendary and infamous God himself, Hugh Hefner, died at the age of 91. Since his death, his ex-girlfriends, unappreciative Playboy bunnies have drug Hugh's name through the mud, accusing him of all kinds of sexual misconduct, illegal activities, including but not limited to bestiality and even rape. Right.
Mm-hmm. What was the one? What was the dog?
He made one of the women suck like a German Shepherd's dick or something.
Right. There was rumors, right? We talked about it when the thing was first coming out.
There's like some rumors maybe that like he fucked the dogs too, but it's confirmed by the playmate that she was asked to in front of everyone suck the dick and got laughed at a party. He was like, suck that dog's dick.
My goodness.
And she was a tyrant, that's for sure.
Also, he definitely he was like all that rape stuff. Like he definitely, they didn't want to have sex with him, but the main rape stuff was like his customers, like his buddies were like, they were actually kind of.
Well, he was pimping people out, basically.
Yeah, and one of the guys like kidnapped 2 girls and like for like 3 days and like beat them and raped them like it was bad. Like so, like he would, and then he didn't kick that guy out of the mansion.
That's the price of being a bunny, sweetheart.
He was like a big TV guy, and he was like, "Sorry, he's an MVP here,
Come sit on my lap in my satin robe again.
Anything goes." Among the most unappreciative of those women has been Hugh's longtime girlfriend, Holly Madison. Here she is.
Let's talk about a Wingstop 180. She could stop loving on that guy back in the day.
She didn't look so grossed out when he was taking her on shopping sprees. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, that was when he was alive and breathing with his bank account.
Oh, she disowned her family for this guy.
Right. Yeah. Hey, remember that episode where Hef confesses to locking the girls up in the house and holding them against their will? No, neither do I, because they could have left anytime they wanted. But I guess fucking that old man wasn't so bad. After all, free room and board. They got to buy their dogs little outfits anytime they wanted to. An allowance wasn't so bad, was it?
They got to fuck their dogs on camera potentially anytime
absolutely.
they wanted
Plus,
to. For
they
money.
knew, and they knew at some point he was going to die, and they were going to be able to drag his name through the mud.
Right. They met some of their future husbands.
That's true.
In
Hank
the
Basket.
past, yeah.
Ex-Eagle with Kendra.
That's right. Yeah, Kendra's been the one that has been the most appreciative of them all.
I mean, like, dude, the Playboy Mansion was for sure. It was a time and place. Like, it was epic. But I don't think today, like with the Me Too culture, there's no chance that it could ever rise again like that. Like, there's just no way.
It was like the cousin of Epstein Island, right? Like,
Right, exactly.
Girls,
it was
the
continental
like,
U.S. Epstein Island.
Yeah, it was just slightly better because the girls were like of age, but like it
18.
it was close to Epstein
Right.
Island. I mean, let's be clear.
I mean, I don't know. Epstein Island was. That was.
It's pretty
I
close.
don't know if I put the Playboy Mansion anywhere close to
It's in
Epstein
the
Island.
same league.
Anyway,
Well, yeah. I mean, the style of attraction is similar, whereas young girls is the attraction to come bang young girls, and they know that the
They're all
half
of
is going to
age.
be handing them out. Basically,
In fact, in one of the episodes where they drug his name through the mud, the one girl whose like dad was like his accountant lived there from age 12, and he kept inviting her to the room, and he was like, get in bed with your Uncle Heff, and like she had to watch him fuck a couple times when she was 12 and 13. I mean, look, it was close. It was fucking close. Okay.
Wow. Anyway, in the past, Holly said sex with Hugh was gross because he didn't want to wear protection during group sex. Other women, one of his girlfriends described how the girls would just order a large bowl of hot water from the butlers. So, quote, whoever was having intercourse with him, when they were finished, they can wipe him off, and then the other girls could do it too. So instead of protection, it was just a bowl of hot water they had
they just
with
they
a
just
rag.
wipe him off with a
He
hot
was like,
rag.
he was like a
They
piece
wipe
of gym
themselves.
equipment. You got to go get the thing, spray his genitals, and wipe.
All right,
it
wipe me down. Next.
Exactly. Now, as close as we close in on the 5th anniversary of his death, Holly is again dragging her ex to the mud, this time spilling the beans about Heff's favorite lubricant, saying, quote, Heff would use baby oil
Sweat.
as lube.
Yeah, sweat.
Yeah.
Your tears.
She says, I do not recommend this. It's an infection waiting to happen. It's disgusting. I don't know what his hang up was with it. She said the constant sex with baby oil left her pH off balance, and yeast infections were just rampant around the Playboy Mansion. She went on singing, quote, I remember talking to the gynecologist about it and telling Heff, you need to stop using baby oil. I can't use it. And even telling him the gynecologist agreed with me. And he would argue with me and be like, well, people use baby oil on babies. That's a great point, Heff. People do use baby oil on babies. Heff went on to say, and what's more fragile than a baby? Certainly not the vaginas of your gold-digging whores. Gold-digging whores.
If it's good enough for a baby, it's good enough for you gold-digging whores. That's right.
That's what he used
While
to
lighting a cigar.
Right.
Yeah.
Every
gotta come back
time
for
we
that.
have to have this conversation. He's
He
just
tosses
so
the
sick
baby
of
oil.
it.
He's asking his help. He's like, do you think she's more innocent than a baby?
Look who makes this. Johnson & Johnson. Have they ever done anything wrong? No.
There's a
I don't
baby
think
right
so.
on it.
They had entire teams of cleanup crews that would just pick up the used sex toys after. After
he was having the time of his life.
Yeah.
And she
Well, and
said
it was
that.
like it was like a celebrity thing too. Like that's
Yeah,
why
one night a
it is
week.
kind of like Epstein Island, where it's like
Yeah.
it was like a big thing. Like back in the day, it was like which stars, which like star athletes or star singers had been to the Playboy Mansion or not. Like, and it was like tracked. It was like one of those. It was like a pop culture.
Even
thing.
Pauly Shore was getting it in with like a bunch of playmates. Like you could be as
The Grotto
ugly,
could get anybody
as
laid,
ugly
yeah.
and like as irrelevant as Pauly Shore, and you're banging any model you want there. That's just how it went at the Playboy
If you
Mansion.
didn't get laid at the Playboy Mansion, you're as good as dead.
Yeah.
Well, he didn't like you.
Right,
Basically, I mean, that's kind of what it comes down to. Is it was him just kind of like
He
doling
told the
out.
girls to take care of who they need to take care of.
Yeah.
Yeah. She went on to say that Heff would sometimes secretly apply the oil on his hand and then to her vagina as she was bent over in the doggy position. That was his move. He'd be like bend over, and then he'd like it was like a lick of the palm, and then it'd just slap on the vagina with the baby oil because that's what he liked.
Like, is that baby oil?
Yeah.
No.
He liked the noise it made.
Yeah, I mean,
Right.
it's a good
Yeah,
movie.
that little
And the suction.
A little splash. Yeah.
Yeah. You like the smell of it. Smells just like a baby down there. So Holly and Bridget, his other ex-girlfriend, have this podcast, and all they do all day is it's called Girls Next Level Up, and they just fucking drag Hef through the mud, all talking about what a dirty dog he was. So that's the newest one they came out with.
Well, that's stories for days, though. I mean, Hef was all-time dirty dog. That's what he's known for. Like, yeah.
Look, I want to hear every single one of them. You know?
Yeah. Hef's probably happy beyond the grave, beyond the pale that they're telling him too. He's like, he wants that to live on. He wants those.
He died at the exact right time, dude. Like he just missed all of like the outrage for guys doing stuff that happened.
Could you imagine if Hefner was alive during this last 20 years?
The NDA ban that's about to come. no way he survives the NDA ban.
No. I think he might have taken some pills. You know, he
loved Quaaludes.
I think he saw the writing on the wall.
When did he pass away?
2017, September 27th.
It was the day after he could stop having an erection. Will
almost 5 years ago, September 27th, 2007.
So he did last through like a lot of the Me Too era.
It was like when Viagra, because no one really came out about him because
he was just old enough. He was he was on his way out enough that they let him die first before they drug him through the mud. That was the way it went with Hef.
And then right after he died, didn't his son stopped doing Playboy, like no more nudes?
Oh yeah, no, they had like this
idiot son.
Like
Well, yeah, the idiots.
No, they don't want to get sued.
No, he left a huge pile of dildos, use sex toys and baby oil, and they had to be like, okay,
they had to incinerate the pile.
Yeah.
You know what? I don't like this lifestyle. What a fucking moron. Speaking of condoms,
he should have tried to keep it going, but the lawyers probably convinced him.
Should have tried with all his might. Yeah. Speaking of condoms and lubricant, Family Dollar issued a massive recall of some of their contraceptive and birth control products after a warehouse mishap caused the products to become defective. Basically, they cooked these products in a hot warehouse over the summer.
That's not what you want to hear, right?
That makes for a flimsy condom. Yeah.
No, yeah, absolutely. The FDA said that if you bought Trojan, Lifestyles, or Skin brand condoms from Family Dollar, between May 1st,
all of the brands.
Yeah, if you bought condoms from Family Dollar between May 1st and June 10th, you might already be fucked. That's
you were
what
already upset because you had to use a condom.
Yeah. That's what a woman wants to hear, right? Hey, you have a condom? Yeah, just pick some up on sale to Family Dollar when I went back to stock up on my Mango Tango. Here, smell this. You can smell the Mango Tango.
Edible condoms.
They really sell the shit out of Gain over there.
They do. They really do. They have like a whole aisle for detergent.
Oh, every scent of Gain.
They've got so much detergent in a Family Dollar. It's unreal.
It's unreal.
What are they falling off of trucks? Like they have some connection to like a Gain salesman?
It's their biggest
seller.
It's
just, you know what it was? Do you guys remember Rite Aid? This is similar to Rite Aid.
Yeah.
It's like one step below Rite Aid.
Yeah.
Rite Aid was done.
Yeah, absolutely.
But yeah, I mean, in a pinch, you can get any mass manufactured thing.
It's like plastic toys and detergent. That's all they have. Like
exactly.
Plastic trucks or shovels for the sand. Like and then Gain. That's half the
same. And you can get probably like if it's in a cold area, you can get like a windshield wiper for the snow.
Yeah,
and then scraper.
Smell that, baby. Mango. Smells that mango tango. Peloton was trending because they unleashed their newest kid-killing exercise equipment, the Peloton Rower. Now, Will, I know you love rowers.
You do. Look at that thing.
Look at this thing. But if Scarlett accidentally walks behind you while you're on this thing, it's lights out.
Watch out. Yeah, that thing looks deadly. It is very sleek.
What are those what are those circular saws underneath it?
That's an aggressive profile.
That is a killer.
I'm worried about it. It's very solid construction. So if any part of it were to pop off, she'd be a goner. I saw this, Wes. I love rowers, and it's very expensive.
$9,000,
$3,200.
Okay, so you want to hear what a normal rower costs, and you could and
$600 at Sears.
No. The water rower, like the kind I have, is like $300,
right?
Or was like, I don't know with inflation, whatever. But yeah, like $500, you can get one, especially like Black Friday deal.
You can make one for $15,
right? So you could just literally get this and then put a tablet in front of your face.
You just get a couple buckets of water and some string,
right? You just put the tablet in front of your face, and it's like, okay, that's my Peloton rower. That's the same thing.
Yeah.
It's the same thing. You don't have to spend
But the Peloton
$4,000.
comes with the classes,
and whatever.
Well, you have to pay an extra $44 a month for the classes.
But
Right,
it comes
so this
with
is
it. You got to do it.
Strictly if you want a rowing
get a
class.
Peloton. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
And then
Strictly if you want a
it's
rowing
the
class.
hot instructors, and you get to talk with your friends about which instructor's the hottest, and that's
I mean, yeah, they will be bending over the instructors.
literally
will
why
be-
everyone gets a Peloton.
Yeah. Peloton said in a statement, we hope we can
Sydney
trick.
said I'm her favorite.
Right.
Whatever.
Yeah. She called
That's
me
an
out today.
expensive
I came in my
buy-in
pants.
for rowing. You know?
Yeah. She said, good job, Wes. I came.
Yeah. Right. All
Peloton-
Wes's in North America.
What was that, Coach Sidney?
Oh, pedal
He's
fast.
got a generic list of names.
Peloton said in the statement, we hope we can trick fat people who will think sitting down and exercising gives you just as effective as a workout as cycling or jogging, which it certainly doesn't. So if you want one, be on the lookout for tons of these things on sale after Christmas when fat people realize how much rowing actually does suck and how hard it is.
Tough.
Well, rowing's not for fat people is a thing. Fat people can't row very long.
Right, but they think it is because you sit down.
Right, but it is very cardio intensive. It's probably more. It probably is harder like on your on cardio than like just jogging because it's like you can't go as long to be able to go a long time rowing. It does require a lot of like endurance. So fat people aren't going to love it at first. Yeah,
a rowing machine within the front is like a fishing pole. And on the end of it is like a hoagie, and you just row back and forth.
You're trying
and
to get your lunch.
You almost get to
get real close to
sandwich. Like a cheesesteak at the end of it.
Yeah. They're great, but I mean, I just use it like to warm up and like to just like I don't know. I'll do like 20 minutes at a time here or there, but not like for a whole workout.
You've always
to make it your whole thing. It's like
you've always liked intense workouts, and you're not like afraid to do unique things. I would say, no on rowing. It's hard. It's challenging.
It burns less calories than running or cycling.
Will is going to get his workout in, and it's going to be beneficial for him. But it's not.
Yes.
It's not your average.
If you go hard, it's very hard.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's like CrossFitters use it a lot. They use that in the Aerodyne bike because it's like resistance cardio.
And
that's
rowers.
It's a great one.
Yeah, and rowers and people who just love to exactly. Yeah.
I like ellipticals.
It's not for everybody for sure. Oh, and by the way, if you row and if you do get good enough where you have the stamina to row a long time, like I did at one point during one of the fatathons, you're like your gooch goes numb though. You got to get like a pillow. You got to sit on a pillow. It'll fuck you up. That rower seat will jack your
it's like riding a
sandbar.
horse.
Yeah,
the seat does look
your
pretty
prostate's
nice.
cooked.
You can probably get a bigger seat for it, but yeah, $3,200 is just a complete ripoff.
That seat looks like about the same seat as on my couple $100 one.
Yeah.
Not much nicer.
All right. Well, let's get to the top stories of the day. It's a double.
The cream of the crop!
Double cream of the crop. I have 2 TikTok challenges that I need to warn/tell everyone about.
Okay.
First up, the one ship challenge is back. You guys have seen the one ship challenge before, possibly. It's been around for a couple years.
Yeah.
One ship. So basically,
like Pringles,
it's made.
No.
It's one ship. It comes in this package. That looks like a fucking tombstone.
This thing. Yeah. Yes, this thing is always going around.
It's wrapped in like 17 containers because it's like
kind of like the pussy chips.
If you touch it, you put it on your hand. And
it's a nice
eye,
package.
lose an eye.
Here's the promo they have on their website.
Dude puking.
Yeah, just people like freaking out about hot.
How is this even legal?
Oh man, bro.
So ready.
Oh, that dude's tongue is blue. Wait,
That's the new.
why is your tongue blue?
Because it's filled with hellacious product. That's the chemicals.
I need to try this thing.
I don't want to be racist, but watching black people do this challenge is by far the best thing about it because they give the best reactions. Like this guy.
I swallowed some razor blades.
I got smell some razor blades.
So it makes your mouth numb. I've done ghost pepper.
Yeah,
You guys
no.
have seen me do the ghost pepper wing challenge before. Your mouth gets numb, your lips get puffy, and your tongue, like I could see how it would change color.
Here's
but
Here's the problem. They sell this thing at my
Everywhere.
7-Eleven, 50 feet from my house, and it's right out front, and it doesn't have any warnings on it, and it's just
really?
a 10-year-old can buy this fucking shit at my 7-Eleven. It's insane.
I got to get one. I got to do one.
It's got the Carolina Reaper, which is the world's hottest pepper, 2.2 million, between 1.6 and 2.2 million Scoville units.
I can barely handle 100,000 Scovilles.
Well, just to put it in perspective, jalapeno is 5,000.
Exactly.
So, this is what it looks like. So, this year, to ramp it up, the chip turns your tongue blue. So that gives it an added TikTok challenge, which hashtag one chip challenge. And you can be like, look at my tongue, it's blue.
And your esophagus red from the blood.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, your shits, that's another thing. You're going to have some spicy ones.
Yeah.
Well, at least one.
And your toilet
Just the
paper
one
red.
Right.
Yeah.
One of the more famous ones this season so far has been this girl. She had to go to the hospital because of it. One kid so they've had kids hospitalized in Alabama, California, and Texas so far. One kid in Texas had a seizure in class and lost consciousness. And guys, I'm not sure if you've ever been in a classroom.
That's such
someone had a
good
seizure.
press. That's such good press for the
It's
one
amazing.
chip.
It's amazing.
They don't give you a seizure.
hope for that?
You're pussy. They don't want a death, but a seizure is like perfect for them.
Yeah. Oh,
They're
it's
like,
amazing.
yes, the kid came out of it, right? Okay,
The
great.
sales guys are
Print
going
that
nuts.
shit. Yeah.
Oh, they love a seizure.
Seizure's perfect for them.
I don't know if you guys have ever been in a class where a kid had a seizure, like in like middle school or something. That happened to me. This kid was doing a presentation, and he paused in the middle of his presentation and went into like a grand mal seizure. And we all found out Tim had epilepsy that day.
Ooh,
That's epilepsy.
I think I've been.
Tim can't drive.
No,
I think I've been in class for like a small one, but not like a big, not like a big one. I've definitely seen videos of like real
it's
bad
scary.
ones where people like,
scary,
totally
scary
losing
shit.
control.
So that's the one chip challenge. Parents are, being warned that if you have a moron kid, they will do this. And also what's really dangerous is that kids are getting
does your kid not like, jalapenos? Maybe
Sounds like you should smoke some weed beforehand. Just as a safety.
Have some milk
precaution.
nearby, and definitely
Considering
like
side
really
effects.
spicy peppers, not jalapenos. That's like, you need to go levels past that before you try this thing.
Well, what they're
Oh
doing,
yeah. I trained for the ghost pepper challenge by eating habaneros on everything.
Yeah,
so I was just
habaneros at a
eating.
minimum.
I was
Yeah.
chopping up fresh habaneros and putting them on
You
everything.
should be
for, like,
eating
a week
habaneros
before.
like they're like a carrot, like just
Right. I could literally just eat them like raw by the time I did the challenge. And I still was hot, the ghost peppers.
Yeah. Well, what they're
Still
doing, these
super
kids, is that it's really dangerous. Is they're making their like fat, overweight, unhealthy parents do the challenge. So it's a bunch of like fat parents just like almost dying, and the kids are being like, "I got you, Dad." Like
You're
It's
on
gonna spike your
TikTok.
heart rate.
yeah, yeah. It's fucked up.
It's gonna release some adrenaline.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's what the views.
yeah.
So many views.
Next challenge, and this is one of the grossest things I've ever seen, and has become a challenge. The FDA is once again warning people not to do something that is obviously a bad idea, saying, "Hey, morons, don't cook chicken in Nyquil." Because that is the new challenge. It's the Nyquil Chicken challenge. Look at this shit. People are dousing chicken breasts. They're either boiling it or
They're
sauteing
marinating
it.
them. Yeah.
Yeah, with Nyquil. Yeah.
Okay.
Here's
Do
a
they let
video
it
of a guy
stat
doing
before? Okay. Do they?
it. No,
okay.
here's a video of a guy doing it. This is just absolutely fucking wild.
Last night, so I'm cooking up some Nyquil chicken. I've done this in the past, and usually I use about 4/3 of the bottle. And if it's your first time doing this, you can get away with using about 1/5. Season that Nyquil in there just at the right temperature. You're gonna want to let it sit there and sizzle for about 5 to 30 minutes. Make sure you're constantly flipping over the chicken. You don't want to give one side more attention than the other. Oh, sometimes the steam really makes you sleepy. What you're looking for is that blue color right there. All right, and you can go ahead and turn it off. Ooh, yeah, that's steam, baby. Drain the unused right back into the Nyquil can, just like so. And boom, Nyquil chicken.
That's amazing.
Look at that. I mean, this is just so disgusting. So
Well, that guy was. I mean, that was
He was
parody,
joking,
but
yeah.
that's
Yeah,
that was
but
amazing.
people are doing this, and the FDA just says that when you cook the medicine, it concentrates it and it makes it way more lethal. So people are overdosing. Also, the vapors from the steam.
Yeah, like he was joking about. It's
Right.
when you cook it that's the more dangerous part is when
Yeah,
you're
it gets in your lungs.
inhaling the
meth.
vapors.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's like inhaling meth. It just gets right in the blood vessels in your lungs, and then you fucking pass out.
It'll put you to sleep though. That's the challenge, you know.
Yeah. So this follows previous challenges that encourage people to take allergy medicine, Benadryl, to get high. China's starting all this shit. They like when you're a kid and you have that.
No, that was this hilarious dude making a joke, and then people being like, "This is for real, bro."
I'm gonna be honest with you. I might try the chicken Nyquil challenge. I don't want anything to do with the one chip. I don't want anything to do with the one chip. I'm just gonna stay away from the vapor, and I might eat that chicken when I'm.
Mark, my question to you, we couldn't get into it before the video, but are you going to let it marinate, or are you going to just simmer it in the pan like
I'm
this
gonna
guy
Google
did?
whatever's most effective to knock me out. If it's marinate, that's fine. I don't care about.
I think you
got to
marinate.
I'll let it marinate.
The most NyQuil
and I'm
in
gonna
the
steer
chicken.
clear of the fumes. I'm gonna stay far away from cooking it and only go in there every 15 minutes. But I'm gonna eat that chicken. I'm gonna fall asleep.
Yeah, maybe even do it in an air fryer or something, so you can't even breathe in.
Exactly. Do an Instant Pot. I might fucking do it in the Instant Pot.
Yeah, do it in the
It's
Instant Pot.
sealed.
Yeah, why not?
I'll do the chicken Nyquil all day. I'm scared of that one.
Wes, you may have actually gotten both of us to do
one of each.
I actually wrote down one chip challenge on my note card.
Well,
I can't wait to
7-Eleven. I'm gonna add 7-Eleven.
I can't wait to catch a cold again. I want to try this.
Neither of you do that.
11.
So gross.
I want to be sick. So I
Anyway.
can,
Be careful out there.
which one's worse?
The NyQuil chicken to me is just so much worse. It's so stupid. I've never seen anything dumber.
I don't know.
I mean, I'd rather do the set yourself on fire challenge than admit that I cooked NyQuil and chicken, or a chicken and NyQuil. Unbelievable.
Get a
Anyway,
meal and go to sleep.
Would you rather eat a Tide Pod or a NyQuil chicken breast?
NyQuil chicken breast.
Yeah, NyQuil chicken for sure. Because at least it's two edible things.
You're supposed to consume NyQuil. Yeah, you're not supposed to consume a Tide Pod.
You know that kid when you were growing up that would just do anything on a dare? That's the United States to China. China just dares us through TikTok to do this dumb shit, and they sit back and laugh. You don't see Chinese kids doing
They're taking
shit.
notes on how far.
Yeah.
We'll
No.
Oh, yeah.
American TikTok is like you say, it's notably stupider than.
It's so much.
Well, do they even? I guess they do have a Chinese TikTok, but then Weibo is their Twitter, which is state run. I think everything is basically state run.
Yeah, but as soon as the kids in China act up, they make an entire countrywide dictation. All right, you can't play video games for more than 30 minutes a day now until everyone
they'll shut you down.
Yeah,
They'll shut you down
they
hard
shut it
over there.
down. Yeah. They point out how the Japanese kids are tougher than you and stuff, and they're shame you.
Especially if you're a Uyghur, they will shut you down.
Oh, they
Will
will.
shut you down.
They will shut you. It will shut you down.
So yeah, those are the newest challenges. Be careful. And guys, again, believe it or not, holidays coming up, or maybe if you're like me, you say stupid things to your loved one from time to time. They need to make up for it. If you are like me and you say stupid things, I've got the perfect thing that'll get you right out of the hole, and her right on her knees. And that is a beautiful painting. Yeah, it'll get you in the hole, out of the hole, into the hole. That's what it'll do. You're right.
That's out in.
Talk about turning the table.
From out of the hole to in the hole.
You're gonna flip the script this holiday season.
Woo!
Yep. How you like me now? How you like that? Is a painting from paintyourlife.com. When I heard about paintyourlife.com, I thought, oh, amazing, very thoughtful for an anniversary, a birthday, getting out of the hole, into the hole. But I figured it must be expensive. But you know what? Not expensive. Actually, a lot cheaper than some of the nicer gifts that I bought in my time that have nowhere near the effect as when I got my girlfriend a picture of her deceased dog. And talk about out of the hole, into the hole. Whew.
Right. And surprisingly affordable. All of it, all in one.
So affordable. I mean, it really is. Get a professional hand-painted portrait. You can pick your artist. You create it from any photo. You send them a photo of anything, and they will paint it for you beautifully. You can choose from watercolors, acrylic, all kinds of different styles, different artists. You get it in as little as 2 weeks. You can, anything. Send them multiple photos. You can combine people in a photo.
They'll work with you on it.
Yeah, they'll work with you on it, and they make sure you're happy with it. They sent me like, hey, do you like this? And I said, oh, tweak this here. Okay, made it perfect for me.
You're like, this is going to get me in the hole, but this will get me.
Right, but
I might never
just
leave
this little
hole.
tweak.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, never leaving the hole.
Yeah.
At paintyourlife.com, there's no risk when you buy one of these paintings. If you don't love the final painting, your money is refunded, guaranteed. So, risk free. And right now is a limited time offer. Get 20% off your painting. That is a huge discount. 20% off. 20% off.
Don't say
and free shipping.
Don't say
Also.
Whoa.
I said it. Free shipping. I said it. Which is frankly unheard of. Yeah. If you text the word on a painting, if you text the word factor, FACTOR to 87204, that's factor to 87204, factor 87204 to Paint Your Life, will send you this discount. Paint Your Life, celebrate the moments that matter most. Disclaimer, message and data rates apply. Terms apply. Available at paintyourlife.com/terms. Again, text factor to 87204.
Also, guys, just because you're not in the hole now, we all know ourselves. You're going to be in the hole at some point. Have it on standby.
Yeah,
right.
Buy it and
you're right out of the hole immediately.
Yeah, hide it in the house.
Yeah, hide it.
Yeah,
just have it.
Got it.
Put it in the shed or something. I don't know. You're going to be in the hole. Yeah.
That's right.
Texting factor to what is that again?
87204
makes you the whole master. That's what happens.
That's for sure.
You become in control of which holes you're in and out of.
That's right.
Yeah, you're like
Doctor Strange. You're like Doctor Strange with this hole making.
Yeah, exactly. You got the what is that thing called?
I don't know.
The hole maker.
Yeah.
I'm glad we're not nerdy enough to know what the hole maker is called. But
you're trying to catch us on it. Yeah.
You got the hole maker. Yeah. Okay. Today's episode was also brought to you by another hole maker, a cheat code for life, the Upside app. From cringing at the pump or to getting an eye-popping check at your favorite restaurant, inflation is hitting us all where it hurts. We talked about it in the top story, and it really hurts. That's why I started using Upside. Upside is an incredible app for anybody who buys gas, groceries, or dines out. So you guys do that?
I do all of those.
Exactly.
almost every day.
Yeah.
I do all those too. So do most people listening, I'm sure. With every purchase, I'm earning cash back, just like the other fellas are, thanks to Upside. It may seem too good to be true, but no, this free app gives you cash back on every tank of gas you get through.
I guarantee there are a lot of people listening to this right now. This is what you're saying, what I'm saying, and they're looking at their almost empty gas tank right now.
Right. Oh, yeah. Download the Upside app and then find the cheapest gas on the map and go there and get it through the app and get cash back rewards per gallon. It's Upside's a no-brainer. What are you going to plan to do with all your cash back? I know that I have just put it towards groceries. Basically, we just talked about how
more gas, more groceries, or I might get in and out of the hole. I might become the hole master with it. I might,
exactly.
Yeah.
Sling ring. That's what it is. To get started, download the free Upside app. Use our promo code HARDFACTOR, all one word, and get $5 or more cash back on your first purchase of $10 or more. Next, claim an offer for whatever you're buying on Upside. Check in at the business, pay as usual with a credit card, debit card, and get paid. In comparison to credit card rewards or loyalty programs, you can earn 3 times more cash back with Upside. That's pretty good. Upside users are earning more than $1 million every week. That's probably why they have a 4.8 star rating on the App Store. Download the free Upside app and use promo code HARDFACTOR, all one word, to get $5 or more cash back on your first purchase of $10 or more. That's $5 or more cash back on your first purchase of $10 or more using promo code HARDFACTOR. Download the Upside app. It is free. It gets you cash back. No brainer. Okay. So now that we've got our apps in our phones, fellas, let's pack our bags. It's time for
do it.
It's time for the TikTok International Moment.
Oh, and look at this. We're back in London. Oh, man. I thought we were totally done with talking about the Queen's funeral. But no. Turns out we missed one of the biggest headlines out there surrounding the Queen's funeral because it broke late. And that's that Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau upset many by drunkenly singing Queen's Bohemian Rhapsody. You guys know, like, everybody was making a joke about the band Queen when the Queen passed away. Right. So Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau, he's hammered. He's at the hotel lobby of the Corinthia Hotel in London, and he starts belting out Queen's Bohemian Rhapsody with a bunch of other Canadians who are playing piano in the lobby who are there for the royal funeral. So
what's wrong with that?
I mean, people are they're saying that they're saying that in the context of being like hours before her funeral, it's inappropriate in England, basically.
I think anything's inappropriate in England right now.
That's
right.
True.
It's true.
He picked a Queen song.
Queen. Here's the clip. Here's the clip. You can watch.
Look at the smile on his face.
Oh, he's so happy. He's got some pipes on him.
He doesn't know how to read a room
drama teacher.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's the thing, Will, is he, spent his whole life doing push-ups and dressing up in blackface and costumes. Like he's a theater bro. Yeah.
Right. Big time theater guy.
Yeah.
Huge theater nerd. I mean,
he didn't even need to look at a teleprompter. He could have done 3 or 4 different Queen songs.
Oh no, Mark!
From memory,
he did an interview because it stirred up so much controversy.
Okay.
He did an interview and he said that actually people were singing with him for hours because they loved his singing so much, and that this was just one of the samples of his show that he put on.
You got me all wrong. I was bebopping and scotting all night the night before the Queen's funeral.
People loved it.
Yeah.
I don't know what your problem is.
It was a hit, just like Aladdin. I'm sure it was too.
Oh yeah, they love that costume.
I mean, that was a hit when it went during the time.
It's always a hit, but that's when things are like. So I mean, the Playboy Mansion was a hit.
Right? Exactly. Certainly was.
He's a hit, but
right.
He's got to answer to some things after.
He has a lot of fun in the moment.
Yeah,
like Wes. I'm not personally offended.
No.
But I loved how much.
But he has to know that some people would have been.
It stirred up. Oh, as the Prime Minister of Canada, one of the colonies. Yeah, you'd think he would. Take you to the internet though. So let's see what people were saying. Lisa Power, she was the poster of the video on Twitter. She says, "RPM in the UK representing Canada for the Queen's funeral. How do you say you were a drama teacher without saying you were a drama teacher?"
He looks so much like a drama teacher, that pose. He's got the drama teacher.
He loves being behind the piano like that.
Yeah.
That it's their fault for putting the piano in the lobby, really.
Yeah.
If they didn't have a piano in that lobby.
It's true.
Trudeau's staying here?
Yeah.
Get all the performance stuff away.
Yeah,
Trudeau's
get the
one of
piano
those
out of here.
drama teachers that puts himself as the lead at the end of the season play, the teacher. The drama teacher that's I think I should probably play the lead.
You don't know what you're doing.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure. Very dominating.
Yeah.
To the point he might transgress your personal bubble there if he's your drama teacher. Even the normally chill Guardian was talking about the drama. They're normally like cool stuff, but they're normally especially cool with Trudeau, but they're reporting on it.
The Sun had to be okay with it, right? The Sun.
Oh, they were definitely okay. Yeah. But it led to one of the funniest headline comparisons I've ever seen. So this guy, Keen Bext, which is the most look at this guy's name, Keen Bext with a Union Jack. It's the most British name I've ever seen on Twitter. And he tweets, pop quiz, which headline was written in a country with government controlled news media? And then one image is the Daily Mail headline that says, drunk Canadian PM Trudeau is slammed as a tone deaf embarrassment for singing Queen's Bohemian Rhapsody at London hotel before Elizabeth II's state funeral.
Okay.
That's the Daily Mail.
I think I know which one.
In London. Yeah. And then here's the CP24 Canadian news headline. They say, PM Trudeau sings Queen's classic ballad, Bohemian Rhapsody, in tribute to late Queen Elizabeth II. And so
it's just the Brits. Difference of opinion.
Right. The Brits didn't take it so well. No. That
it is harmless fun. I mean, it give me.
They get one more week. They get one more week to be offended, then it's done.
Yeah, if that's what you're getting offended over, then it's time to calm down. If that's the big news. Yeah.
Yeah,
We get
no,
it.
I just love how Trudeau's mixing it up. You know, you can always count on him to fondle a student, do some blackface, Aladdin, maybe be potentially Fidel Castro's kid, something like that. He's always, he never disappoints.
If you need a story, look at
He always
Trudeau.
brings something to the table.
Yeah.
Okay. That was the only really funny international story that I came across for today's show. But now, since it's What the Fuck Wednesday, right? Listener submissions are big on these days. Let's finish the TikTok international moment with 3 bad international headlines submitted by the listeners on this What the Fuck Wednesday. First off, Big Ounce and several other listeners, they sent in producer prices in Germany soared 45.8% higher than the same month last year in August.
Producer prices like energy.
Right. So as in yeah, certainly a lot of the energy squeeze.
Yeah.
But 50, almost 50% higher inflation for producers in Germany.
Wow.
Year over year, August 2022 versus 2021.
Yeah.
Yikes. That is so
really,
it's produced.
They really need that Russian gasoline, right?
Yeah, talk about inflation. We think 45.8. I don't know what that's going to end up with CPI for consumers after the producers, but that won't be that high. But
Americans like to look at ourselves in a bubble and not think of, no, nothing else matters.
Well, but we have been
obviously
higher.
we have a shitty. No, we're having a shitty time too. But
our inflation has been higher. Europe all of a sudden bounced like Scott. Like they had kept it control. More than us a little bit.
COVID related stuff. Like in general, we're like, we're Americans. We're the only people that matter. You got to look at the bigger picture sometimes.
Well, it's true. Everybody's going to have a recession, not just us.
Right.
Next headline, another bad one. Speaking of England or Europe, it's from Andrew Parker. He's grandfathered in to full names. This is another bad headline. This one's from France though. It's from Andrew Parker in England. It's about France. It's about Aminata Diallo. Remember her? We talked about her. She was the French soccer player who Nancy Kerrigan, her teammate.
Oh yeah.
Oh shit. Yeah.
So turns out that she Googled how to break a kneecap. And also what drug cocktail to use.
Pretty good evidence.
Yeah, and then everything. She Googled everything.
You don't want to Google. You want to go to a public library and Google that from not your Gmail account. Your Google account.
Didn't even have the old VPN on there.
Wear a hat. Go to a public place and Google it. Not on your. Don't log in.
Dummy.
So another bad one. As I said, I didn't really want to do these as full stories because most of them just pretty terrible. Last bad one, international. This one's from Hard Factor Austin, not grandfathered in with names. And it's from Iran, Kurdistan. Protesters seen hitting a security force member with a flying kick during protests against the killing of Gina Amini by morality police in Iran. The guy who posted it on Twitter.
Called the morality police? Or is that
the Iranian morality police, I guess. Yeah. And the guy who posted this on Twitter. Huh?
Is that making fun of them being the morality police, or is that their official title?
I don't know. I don't know the
morality
official title.
Police, Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure that their official title, but I think they just they enforce the
morals,
theocracies, whatever what do they do what the Ayatollah says to do?
Yeah.
And I guess they killed this guy Gina Amini, and then the guy on Twitter who posted this of the protest flying kick to the morality police says this is the Kurds flying kick. That's what he titled this video. Here it is.
Oh, that's a cheap kick. He wasn't even looking.
That?
Yeah.
The guy's running away. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right on the face. Falls right on the face. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a little tough.
Oh.
Okay.
Ooh.
I thought it was
getting crazy with it. This
facing them. Yeah.
This guy that I talk with on Twitter, Benjio, he sent me a video, a very disturbing video of a woman that was shot by the Iranian government security forces. So shit's just going down over there.
Oh, thanks for that video, Benjio.
Yeah, he was like, "Yeah, if I have to see it, so do you." I was like, "Oh, that's good."
Yeah.
Well, right, yeah. So as I said,
Benjio.
A lot of negative news out there in the international space. Wanted to focus mostly on Trudeau, but needed to just toss those ones in. Just
good point.
Yeah, so all people know what's happening.
Okay, well,
living on the edge of a lightning bolt, and I do not apologize for that.
We have a welcome to the lightning round of Screwed. First Screwed is Adam Levine, the lead singer of Maroon 5 and host of one of those singing shows, The Microphone or whatever the fuck.
The Voice.
The Voice, whatever. He screwed his Victoria's Secret wife of 10 years, Bahati Prinsloo. And she is a Bahati, she's and they have a few kids together. I think the third kid is on the way. Here's a picture of her being pregnant just to prove he screws, for this segment. But turns out he might have done a little too much screwing, as TikTok, as TikTok and Instagram influencer Sumner something or other posted this TikTok this past week, which has gotten like 2 gajillion views by now, or something crazy like that. And I'm about to bring it up right
around
now.
there.
Yeah, let me check. Let me make sure I have it loaded real quick. If you guys could keep talking for a second.
Yeah, I've seen this. This is
here it comes.
They are coming out of the woodwork now against this guy. There's like model after model saying how inappropriate he was.
Yeah, I saw that there was more. Yeah, this is like
when
there's gonna be like multiple accusers.
Smoke, there's fire. When it rains, it pours, and here was the smoke.
I'm just gonna rip the Band-Aid off because I've retaken this like 10 times now. Essentially, I was having an affair with a man who's married to a Victoria's Secret model. At the time, I was young, I was naive, and I mean, quite frankly, I feel exploited. I wasn't in the scene like I am now, so I was definitely very easily manipulated.
Check the date.
Maroon 5 is practically
last year
elevator music at this point, so I'm sure you know who Adam Levine is. But Adam and I were seeing each other for about a year. After I stopped talking to him over, a period of months, this is how he came back into my life.
9 months.
He said, okay, serious question. I'm having another baby, and if it's a boy, I really want to name it Sumner. You okay with that? Dead serious. I was like, I'm in hell. Like, I have to be in.
Yeah, have to be in hell, right?
That's weird.
So yeah, he probably shouldn't have reached back out to her, especially with such an insane request. Like, he didn't ask to fuck her one more time, although maybe that was like his weird entry into
right.
Into that.
Well, actually, it's a lifetime, Mark, because as long as the child is alive, there's the right.
You want to say Sumner? Yeah.
She's like, if you fuck me one more time, you can name it Sumner.
Right. Maybe that's what he was getting at. Like, he just has incredibly weird game. Like, can I name my kid after you? My wife is going to be under the weather recovering from a birth for a while. So, she probably wouldn't notice if I came over to introduce you to baby Sumner in person.
Like, hey, my wife's on her third baby. Can I fuck you again?
Yeah, exactly. Back then,
what the fuck is wrong with this guy?
He's insane. You'll see.
What woman wants to hear about how you're having a fucking baby with another woman? And then,
wait till you see these text messages that Sumner also shared on her TikTok.
He thinks that's sexy.
It just shows you how insane he is.
He's delusional. Yeah.
So full of himself that he doesn't understand anything.
When this is when he was courting her, he wrote, "This is from Adam Levine." Check mark. He goes, "It is truly unreal how fucking hot you are. Like, it blows my mind." And then she wrote back, "I mean, I think the same. Seeing you in person, I was like, oh no, I'm fucked." And he goes, "You are 50 times hotter in person, and so am I." Laughy face emoji. Laughy face emoji. Laughy face emoji. God damn it! I'm so hot, and you're hot.
Verified account.
It's so hot. They don't even know how hot it is. But we do, because we're so fucking hot. It's ridiculous.
Asshole.
To be fair, along with clearly being nuts based on the text we just saw and wanting to name his kid after some 20-year-old he just cheated on his wife with, he's also he's also very good looking.
Well, for sure. I mean,
he's hot.
He's Adam Levine.
He's hot. She's hot. He was right.
Being hot.
He was right. The son of a bitch was right. Both he and Sumner are very hot. Yesterday, Levine came out and said, okay, So I have to address this. And would you believe that we didn't fuck, but that I might have crossed the line by meeting her and sending her that we are both way too hot for the earth texts? And the answer is no, Adam. You clearly banged this chick who was also trying to play the victim, even though homie's been married to his wife for 10 years and had 2 kids prior to this with her.
Right. She knew. Like, I mean, she knew all about it.
She was in her 20s. She's not the R word. Like what?
But the video,
is her Google search engine broken?
Mark, the video you showed.
Google Adam Levine. Is he married?
Okay, yeah, sure.
Family.
Sure, she's a home wrecker, but the video,
they're both hot scumbags and like to screw.
She's a home wrecker, but the video you showed is worthy of her revealing it because he did something so crazy of being like, "Hey, can I name my next kid after you, mistress?"
She claims that she
been out of my wife for a year.
She claims
out of my life for a year.
Yeah, well, the reason she claims she came out is because, which I actually kind of believe this part, even though she's a fucking scumbag as well, is that she said she showed it to a couple of her friends, and one of her friends thought it was so insane that she just immediately sold it to a tabloid, so she had to get out in front of it because her friend was like, "I'm making money off this story. Fuck you," and like, bro, because like they're all like, so shallow.
Well, it is so crazy.
Yeah,
I mean, nobody's going to be able to look at Adam Levine the same way after seeing that message.
That's the first.
I mean, did you think Adam Levine was faithful for 10 years?
No, not that. But naming your child after a girl you were naming your son after a girl you were banging a year ago.
Taking to the internet, some random internet person said, "To be fair, Adam Levine said she will be loved." But she didn't say who, he didn't say it was like one person. She will be loved. All right. So, screw both of them. They like to screw, but screw both of them. They're scumbags. Next up, how about everyone is screwed? Because according to the CDC, US STD numbers are currently, quote, out of control. Yeah, we fuck in the USA, baby. USA.
Thanks, Adam Levine. Yeah.
He's not hurting it. The CDC said that the data reveals that STDs continue to surge, quote, with no signs of slowing, and that we have now over 2.5 million infections this year. In 2022. Now, some of these guys and gals might be carrying a double or triple dipple, even, of STDs, but they're saying it's a high number, right? Also, they wanted to point out there was a 26% rise in new syphilis infections from 2021 to 2022, which is the highest jump in a year since 1991. And we all know what happened in 1991, don't we?
No.
Magic Johnson got HIV and he fucked half of the women in LA. So, I mean, probably had syphilis too, or
it was a big summer for
this is Magic Johnson's fault.
Well, it was. Now it's
back then.
Else's.
Who is it now?
Well, it might be Levine's. I mean, you can't rule him out. The STDs are Leandro Mania said, "We must work collectively to rebuild, innovate and expand STI prevention in the U.S. to close existing gaps, create lasting change, and realize this vision." And Leandro is the STD strategic priorities guy. It's all over his title, but he likes to say STI. Whatever, tomato. So he wants us to stop fucking, apparently.
Right. And that's the only way to stop it, right?
Well, he can't be suggesting condoms, and you can't exactly ask someone you picked up at a bar something like, I don't know, nothing kills the mood more like saying, "Hey, I'm thinking about jamming my cock in your hole as we've mutually agreed upon. But before I do, I need to hear you say that you're not as unclean as Magic Johnson. I need you to say it."
You think he's like he now wants to add on top of consent.
You have to have clean partners and stuff.
You have to have consent plus clean tests.
That kills the mood.
Sign off.
That's not going to happen. I mean, that just resorts to what he really wants, which is abstinence. Clearly,
he wants women to walk around with like I'm not a whore. I'm like prostitutes do. Like
NDA.
Hey,
like the Scarlet Letter, you have to wear it if you have an STI.
Yeah. You got to sign a waiver. Yeah. You got to sign each other's waivers.
Good luck, Leandro. I'd like to see you let Adam Levine know you want him to stop screwing every hot chick online. This guy's maniacally laughing about how hot he and these chicks he's banging are. He can't believe God dealt him this hand. If you want to stop him, you're gonna have to kill him. There's no way Levine's stopping. Are you kidding me?
He's so ready to go.
I can't believe it.
Stopped.
He cannot be stopped.
He's texting somebody else right now. Hey, can I name my son after you?
Oh, yeah. Good for him.
I've been thinking about you.
And that takes us to the last screwed. And that is 48-year-old John Basco. John Basco was found unresponsive in his cell at an Oklahoma City jail this past Sunday. RIP. Basco was a lead witness and plaintiff in a lawsuit against the county, alleging that in 2019 he and a group of other inmates were tortured by prison guards and jail employees that forced them to listen to Baby Shark on repeat at high volumes for hours on end.
That's awesome. I mean, that's probably very illegal, but if you're gonna torture somebody,
it is. It's a good tactic. Basco was found by Oklahoma County Detention Center jail workers, the same group of people he was set to testify against, and pronounced dead by them with reportedly no obvious signs of foul play.
Oh, no.
Basco is the 14th prisoner to die in Oklahoma County Jail this year, a jail system that has faced a ton of criticism over inmate deaths as of late.
Are you kidding?
No. Basco was booked into the jail 3 days before he was found dead he was booked for a drug trafficking complaint, and I guess was out in between 2019 when they baby sharked him and a group of other people on several occasions. They cuffed him, put him against the wall, and made him listen to Baby Shark.
Oh my god! Did they put a little Baby Shark doll on his corpse?
His mouth?
Good lord!
Did they find a Baby Shark toy in his fucking throat?
Holy shit.
Good question, Will. One lieutenant and a few detention officers retired or were forced, kind of fired out over the allegations. And now all three of those people who haven't been working since 2019 are the ones facing the charges, to which Basco was the star witness that he was supposed to appear in a few days later. And Basco appeared to be in pretty good shape, but he won't be able to testify in court anymore. Basco's lawyer said, I'm really bothered by this. One of the, quote, Baby Shark victims is conveniently dead within 3 days of his arrival at the jail. How does that happen? District Attorney David Prater just lost one of his key witnesses for the upcoming trial. For me, this one doesn't pass the smell test. Smells like a screw job to me. Right?
Yeah, pretty clear.
Yeah. Now, to be fair, Basco is not a nice guy. He had a long history of charges, including a 10-year conviction for second-degree murder, and for dealing drugs, he spent several stints in jail, probably not just marijuana. But in the end, much like anyone or several people that ran into the homicidal drug dealer, John Basco, he himself was screwed.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's really screwed.
Yeah. Taking it to the internet, Dwight says, looks like the case was settled out of court.
Oh, Dwight.
Dwight.
You dog.
You dog. And that's the lightning round of screwed.
Yikes. I mean, if you watch 60 days in, they even show you how the guards fuck with inmates, and that's just on a TV show.
They got to
imagine what they do when the cameras aren't on.
I mean, Basco sounds like he was a murderer and stuff like that, but I mean, not everyone in prison deserves to be tortured by prison guards. Maybe we should look into that, Oklahoma. Yeah. See, Jesus. Yeah.
Jesus.
Good Lord.
R.I.P. to Basco. Good. Yeah. Well, I mean,
it's both. I'd say more.
R.I.P. to the people Basco
I'd say more
hurt.
Just fuck the Oklahoma City prison guards that are misbehaving.
That's a box of tarantulas. Yeah, the Oklahoma prison system there.
Yeah, chill out. Yeah, we're done. Go for it.
Let's do the wheel here. Wheel.
Who's on coffee tomorrow? Looks like Will.
Will.
Right on.
Will.
She will be loved. Hey, look, I'm really hot. Let's just do this, right?
Yeah. Let's just get it out.
It's been a total shuffle every day. Look at this.
Yeah. I just can't believe.
He's really spreading the wealth.
That he just says, "You are 50 times hotter in person, and so am I." And then he types out "ha ha 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 ha," and then hits enter, and then does 3 cry face emojis after. He can't believe how hot they both.
I mean, he really. At least he's thankful for how hot he is. I mean,
he's enjoying it.
He really, really knows it, believes it, loves it, and flaunts it. And he's
hard to believe his contrite apology after reading that text message.
Doesn't he have a song that's like he talks about how she keeps him coming all night long, something like that?
Are you sorry about anything, Adam?
I'm not going to take that guy seriously ever again. I mean, I'm not introducing him to any of my fucking family ever. You know,
Have you ever been sorry for anything in your life, Adam?
I'm never introducing him to my wife, not to a niece, not to a sister, mother. I don't want him anywhere near anyone that's important to me.
I agree.
Jesus. Anyway, so that's the show. We'll talk to you tomorrow. Have a great fucking day.